Hi, boys and girls. So the title of the book I'm going to read today is Pete the Cat and the Bedtime Blues by Kimberly and James Dean. And the reason I picked this book is because the front cover really caught my eye. I noticed that Pete the Cat looks all cozy in bed, so it got me thinking, I wonder why Pete the Cat has the bedtime blues. So let's start reading and find out why. Okay. Let's get started. Pete and the gang had a great day. They'd been at the beach, surfing, sun, and tons of fun. But when the sun went down, they didn't want the fun to end. Pete had an idea. Hey, how about a sleepover? More time for tons of fun. Groovy. Pete's place, let's go. The party was far out, but they knew they couldn't stay up all night. The gang decided it was time to say goodnight. On went the pajamas and out went the light. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. Pete was just about to catch some Z's when, clap, clap, clap. Who did that? Pete asked. It was me, said Grumpy Toad. I don't want to go to bed. I want to clap instead. Pete covered his head. This cool cat needs to go to bed. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. Time to sleep. Pete tried again to catch some Z's when, rat-a-tat-tat. Who did that? Pete asked. It was me, said Gus the platypus. I don't want to go to bed. I want to jam instead. Pete covered his head. This cool cat needs to go to bed. Time to sleep. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. Pete closed his eyes to catch some Z's when he heard, munch, munch, munch. Pete had a hunch. It was Alligator. He was always up for eating. What could Pete do? All the clapping, rat-a-tat-tatting, and munching was giving him the bedtime blues. Pete had a groovy idea. He got out his favorite bedtime story and started to read, first to himself and then to the gang. Pete noticed it was finally quiet. No more clapping, no more rat-a-tat-tatting, and no more munching. They all settled down. No one made a sound. Pete yawned, and turned off the light. Good night, sleep tight, Time to catch some Z's. Tomorrow was another day for surfing, sun, and tons of fun. The end. So, some questions you can answer with your parents or whoever you're at home with are, do you ever get the bedtime blues? And how do you feel when you get the bedtime blues? And why? And what helped you get over the bedtime blues? So you can talk about these questions with your parents or, like I said, whoever you're at home with. And I will talk to you all soon. I love you and I miss you, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend.